Take the sales process and throw it out the window. Sometimes you need to do that and you need to go with your gut. I was meeting with two partners. At the beginning of our conversation, one of the partners said, Chaz, we always think things over for 2 weeks before making a decision. We mull it over in our mind a minimum of 2 weeks. Just wanted to let you know that up front. So I took that in and I planned on addressing that later in the conversation at the appropriate time. Later in the conversation, the other partner said, Chaz, this was near the end. I believe we're going to onboard our first client tomorrow. It was for $25,000. I said, wow, that sounds exciting. Tell me more. He proceeded with, we're going to present our offer to the CEO, and I believe they'll become our client. I said, really? Two things. Why do you think it's the right time to present to the CEO? And why do you think they're going to become your client? And they said, well, last week we spent 4 hours with a team of the middle level managers and one of the senior managers for this company. And they told us about their problems, obstacles, goals, objectives. And we really built a strong bond in that relationship. So I think once we present our offer, they're on board. I said, don't present your offer tomorrow. They said, why? I said, was the CEO in that conversation? They said, no. If you present the offer to the CEO tomorrow based on the middle level managers and one senior level manager's thoughts and ideas on goals, objectives, and challenges, I guarantee you it's different than what the CEO thinks are their challenges, their objectives, and where they want to go, the direction of the company. I guarantee you there's going to be some differences, some differing opinions. So this is what you need to do. And if you're interested in landing this client, this advice will help you bring them on board. They were all ears. I said at the beginning of the conversation, say this, throw yourself under the bus and say, John, imagine that's the CEO's name. John, we were prepared to present the offer to you today, our solution, but you know what? We haven't talked to you yet, and we'd like to get your feedback because we did spend 4 hours with your team, but we'd like to get your feedback on some of these things that we were talking with your team members. Would that be okay? And they followed through on my advice. They did this, and guess what? The CEO gave them vastly different opinions on what was important to him and what he wanted to do to overcome these obstacles in the direction he wanted to take the company. So they had that conversation and they got to the next step in the process. They didn't present to him then. And guess what? They paid me in full 10 minutes later. So I went with my gut. I actually gave them information to help them. I just felt it was the right thing to do with Mr. Skepticism. He said, we mull it over for 2 weeks. So sometimes go with your gut. It works. Go rock this day.